back to The Rush. As always, I'm Sean Bennett.
And I'm Hannah Duncan. This week we bring you coverage from the beginning of the boys basketball season from the ALTON tournament, girls basketball from the O'Fallon tournament, hockey against Bloomington, and swimming state results. It's also time for another edition of Pros vs. Joes, along with the debate. Let's go ahead and start the show.
Last week, the Titans basketball season started at the Jacksonville Bowl for the ALTON Rebirth Tip-Off Classic. They played last Monday against Jacksonville, and then the tournament moved to ALTON High School. Wednesday, they played Basin. Friday against Northwest Academy, and Saturday against the host ALTON. Head coach Todd Blakeman joins us now. Coach Blakeman, thanks for joining. All right, let's go ahead and run into this Northwest Academy highlight as we will right now. The 2-0 Titans, they will take on the 1-1 Northwest Academy Hornets. Now, Coach, how did winning the first two games pump them up for this game?
Oh, I think you go in there 2-0. We wanted to play for the championship on Saturday. So this was a big game for us.
Cole Harper starting off the game. He makes a sweet layup that starts the scoring off for Glenwood. The Titans had a huge first quarter as Cole Harper already had 11 points and they led 16-2, almost keeping the Hornets from scoring in the first quarter.
Second quarter, Ethan Hunt squares up to make the three-point shot for Glenwood. He's really stepped up for you guys, Coach.
Yeah, Ethan, last year was a big part of what we do. Is going to be a huge part of what we do this year. So it's just one of those things. He's just going to have to continue to play and step up because we need him.
Makes another triple at the buzzer, this time to send the game into halftime as the Titans led 30-12.
Cole Harper had 19 of the team's points at halftime, and in the second half, Northwest Academy's Charles James tries taking a shot, bounces off, and eventually lands into Ethan Hunt's hands, which leads to Glenwood adding 2 more points to the board. As you said, he's really stepping up already, and he's showing a lot of potential.
The Titans here, well, there's the new coach. The Titans are able to snatch it up here from Jason Watkins as Hunt runs down and helps assist Harper to sneak a shot around the Hornets defense to put up Glenwood 42-24 after 3 quarters.
Moving on to the fourth quarter, Cole Harper again, he had a huge game. Here he'll battle it out with Northwest's defense. It's stolen by Charles James, but Harper's able to steal it right back, and he'll make a nice layup. How's he really being a senior leader of the team?
I tell you, him and Sammy Anderson have come along really well for us. And again, it's just we lose a Peyton Allen, and he's really stepped in the shoes. And Cole knows that. It's their team this year, and he's really stepped up and really played well. And again, it's early in the season, and teams are going to start game planning for him. It's going to get tougher, but he's ready for the challenge, no doubt.
Well, lots of offense led the Titans to a 56-36 win over Northwest Academy. Cole Harper, the big 32 points and 8 rebounds, and Ethan Hunt with 8 points, including the pair of three-pointers in the second quarter.
Now, Coach, after that win, you guys became the school's all-time leader in coaching victories, 153. How'd that feel?
Oh, I think we've been here, and I've been here. This is my 10th year and really 14th year in the program. 4 years before I became varsity coach, I was the 8th grade coach, and we've come a long way. And all the coaches that are here and all the players, it was a big victory for us, and it felt good
for sure.
Well, congratulations on you for that very much. And how did winning the Northwest Academy game and the first 3 games of the tournament really prepare you guys to try to go against ALTON?
Well, ALTON's definitely was the best team there, and we set ourselves up 3-0 going into that. I thought we played a good game. We gave them too many easy buckets, but I thought our kids played hard, and it's just things once you get to the end of that week, where you stand. And we got a big game here coming up with Springfield High come this Saturday, and we've gotten better in practice. So those games, especially the ALTON game, really tested us. So we'll see where we stand on Saturday.
Sure.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at, Sean, the results from the tournament overall.
Boys basketball tournament results here. ALTON tournament, Jacksonville won their first 45-38. Vashon with the 41-37 win. Northwest Academy won as well, 56-36. And ALTON, they lost 52-41. The boys have a shootout versus SHS tomorrow at 3 o'clock at the Prairie Capital Convention Center, and their first home game of the season is on Tuesday against Triad at 7:30. Make sure you get there.
The Lady Titans basketball team started their season last week as well at the O'Fallon tournament. Let's go ahead and see how they did at that tournament. They went 1-3 overall, losing to Breeze Central, Belleville West, and O'Fallon, but they won 56-38 over Riverview Gardens. Now let's take a look at some interviews with head coach Josh Crossland and Taylor Perriott.
Well, looking at the tournament, we played 4 down in O'Fallon, and we only won 1. One of those games was we were just a little outgunned. We were playing a team that was very experienced and just very impressive. Belleville West, they're a 4A school, and they're going to be very good this year. The other 3 games were all pretty competitive. We pulled out one against Riverview Gardens. The other 2 games were close games that I really think that our girls, by the end of the season, will be winning games like that, but we haven't gotten over that hump in terms of figuring out what we need to do to make plays in close games. Well, we've got Springfield coming up. Springfield's always good. Handling their pressure defense has kind of been an issue for us over the years, and that's kind of what they build their program on. So we've been doing a lot of work with that, throwing in some different looks so we can switch up on people. Follow that up with Sacred Heart Griffin, and last couple years they've just been very good shooting teams. So we've been really working on our defense.
I thought we played okay. We didn't have a lot of chemistry because we're a young team and we're new to playing with each other. We could have had more communication, but all together we played some pretty tough teams, so I thought we did good for what we are right now. Definitely team bonding, we're getting closer as the season's going on, but definitely just need more communication, talking to each other, just simple things.
The Lady Titans are back at it tomorrow as they play at SHG at 6:30.
It's time for our first commercial break. When the rush comes back, we'll bring you state swimming results and hockey results along with pros versus Joes. Stay right there.
Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Walleye pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Aaron, you're all set?
Great, thanks.
Mike, thanks for doing that discount double check. You saved us hundreds.
What was that?
The discount double check? It's when we comb through your policies and make sure that you're getting all the discounts you deserve.
No, I get that part, but you guys are doing my move.
The discount double check move?
It's my touchdown dance.
So you're a dancer?
No, I'm a quarterback.
Oh, quarterback. I'm a robot. Get out of here.
Get to a better state, State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Kids, the breakfast is ready. Eat up. Your friend's gonna be here pretty soon.
I'll be there in a second.
Have a great day.
My friend's here, I'm leaving.
Be safe. Come home right after school.
All right, see ya.
Wow, your dads are really looking out for you.
That's not my dad. That's my family's financial advisor, Mr. Sullivan.
Sullivan Financial, looking out for your investments and your family.
Welcome back. The girls swim team state qualifiers had the state competition on Saturday 2 weeks ago. Let's go ahead and jump into this highlight. Or not jump up, dive, I'm guessing. The state swimming results. Cindy Radloff finished got 39th place with a time of 2:11:43 in the 200 individual melee. Medley, Sarah Helm, she got 30th place with a time of 24:47 with a 50 freestyle, and 22nd place with a time of 106:39 in the 100 breaststroke.
Honestly, I didn't really meet my expectations. I wanted to get best times at finals, and I didn't, but I was right on my best times, and I got to be with my teammates and with the girls at Springfield, and they're great, so it was still fun. Probably my favorite race was our 200 medley relay at sectionals, because all 4 of us girls had great splits, and we got the school record, so that was a lot of fun.
I was really happy when I knew that I made it to state. That was my one goal this year. Making state as a freshman it was just really cool to be able to do that. Not a lot of people do it. It's just it's an honor to be able to go. It was really enjoyable. It was good to be able to get to know everyone from the high school and get to know a bunch of seniors. The training was just it was good. It was a lot different than what I'm used to. So it was fun to be able to experience different things so I could know what to expect. Being able to go this year was really good because it's a good experience. So I think I will be more prepared next year because I've already gone, and it's not like I was going for anything this year. My goal was just to be able to go and participate for state.
Congratulations to the girls on a great season.
The boys hockey team had a high-scoring first game against Bloomington to start their season on Monday. Let's go ahead and see their results. Glenwood would win 6-3 over Bloomington. Brandon Hay with 5 of the 6 goals and Jake Vance with 1 goal in the big win over a good Bloomington team to start their season. The Titans had another high-scoring game on Wednesday as they beat Decatur 7-2. They now have a 2-0 record and will face Springfield this coming Wednesday at the Nelson Center at 7 o'clock to try to keep their undefeated record intact.
Now it's time for another edition of Pros vs. Joes. This week, it's boys against girls, as the Joes, Paul Giganti and Michael Rogers and Ryan Riedesel face off against Allie Smith, Caitlin Brown, and Kiera Dowling of the girls basketball team. Now let's go ahead and take a look.
Welcome back to episode 3 of Pros vs. Joes. This week we are taking on basketball. We got some of the girls from the basketball team. We have Allie, Kiera, and Caitlin for our pros, and then we are the Joes. We got Paul, Ryan, and me, Michael. So we're gonna play a quick game of knockout, and let's get to it.
Join us next time for another edition of Pros vs. Joes.
Now it's time for our last commercial break of the day. When we come back, we'll bring you the Player of the Week and the debate.
Well, Mr. Raji, we could save you hundreds by doing a discount double check.
Not you too, Raji. You're on my team. You know that's my move.
The discount double check?
No, that's my touchdown dance, man.
Here we go again. Sir, you're not even doing it right. Raji, drop it.
Show me what you got, Raji.
What is this?
Come on now. You said you were a dancer.
Where you going, buddy? Come on back.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Call Steve Bedford in Chatham for personal service and discounts that you deserve.
Fat Willie's in Chatham is a great family restaurant that supplies a wonderful dining experience. We offer outstanding fried chicken and over-the-top Wall-I-Am pizza. With quality products at affordable prices, Fat Willie's is the way to go. Open Monday through Saturday, 12 a.m. to midnight. Call us today at 217-483-6969.
Welcome back. The Rush is starting an award for the Time Player of the Week. Hannah Duncan has more with our first winner.
Welcome to the first edition of Player of the Week, awarded to Glenwood athletes who stand out in their sports. This week, we're going to give the award to a player who shows exceptional talent on the basketball court. He was MVP of the ALTON tournament, and he was featured on Channel1450.com's 10 Question Tuesday. Senior guard Cole Harper. Thanks for coming on, Cole.
Thank you.
So, starting off, just so the audience can get to kind of know you better, what's your favorite NBA team?
My favorite NBA team would probably be the Bulls.
Classic Illinois team, of course. And who's your favorite player?
Probably Kevin Durant.
Why?
I kind of like, you know, the way he plays, his versatility, and then also how he is off the court, and kind of what always gets me was his MVP speech and how he thanks everyone and stuff like that. So I like his personality and how he plays too.
Do you hope to maybe be on the Bulls one day? Or?
that'd be awesome to be on the Bulls. It'd be pretty tough, but that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, talking about this year now, at current day, the ALTON tournament last week was the beginning of the basketball season for you. So how did that really motivate you to do as well as you did?
We went 3-1. And we played all right. I don't think we ever played as good as we could. We got the first 3 wins, and then the last game we think we lost by 9 or 11, something like that. And we played pretty good this weekend, but definitely a lot to improve on, and I think we'd be pretty good.
And on the Friday against Northwest Academy, you really shined and scored 32 points. So is that just a lucky day for you? Or?
It was a lot of layups, a lot of rebound putbacks. I think if, you know, a team keeps playing like you do, they put me in the right position to score like they did that night, and all I have to do is put it in the basket, then it could happen again. And, you know, it always doesn't have to be that. I could score 10, Ethan could score 32 the next game, and whatever it takes to win, that's what we're going to do.
Yeah, so you're talking about how you maybe could do that again. Do you think, or when do you think you can repeat, or maybe even
kind of just goes,
triple-double?
Yeah, it kind of just goes on the flow of the night. You know, if you're putting the ball in the basket, then, you know, you just keep shooting. But, you know, if Ethan's hot, you got to get Ethan the ball. Drew's hot, Sam's scoring. So kind of just whatever goes with the flow.
And last question, how's it feel to be the first player of the week at Glenwood?
It's an honor. It's an honor. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much,
Thank
Cole.
you.
Congratulations, Cole, and good luck in the rest of the season. Everyone check out Cole on 10 Question Tuesday. It's very entertaining. Back to you, Sean.
Thank you, Hannah and Cole. Tune in next week to see if your favorite is the player of the week. Now it's time for the debate with our old teacher, Ryan Bandy. Mr. Bandy, thanks for joining us.
Oh,
there he is. Hey.
There we go, Trace.
All righty. Thanks for coming on the debate.
No problem. Glad to be back.
Took over Danny's position, you know.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do the little laugh on channel 1450.
All right.
If you don't remember that. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Good old Danny, yeah.
All righty, let's jump in with your Rams.
Yeah. Picking up.
Okay, so you know when you're talking about the St. Louis Rams, you don't think of a. I'm not trying to like bash on the St. Louis at all, but you don't think of like a really good team in general.
That's true.
But you know they're 5-7 right now, I believe.
They are.
But their wins are very impressive. You know, because they won against the Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks, a really good team. San Francisco 49ers, and the Broncos. Those are the three huge wins. And then you also got the 52-0 win against Oakland.
Spanking. My uncle Rodney Davis is a big Raiders fan, so that was great to give him a little.
Yeah, but you know what? Oakland's not doing too hot, but that's still it's 52 points you put up on the board at home as well too, and against the Buccaneers. So, you know, offensive wise, defensive wise, how are they doing? Because
well, it's definitely not the offense that is making the Rams or letting the Rams win games. It's the defense. They are coming together finally under Greg Williams. Austin Davis came in as quarterback, and he did provide a spark for a little bit, but that spark has since fizzled. And you know, I think defense has started to adjust to him a little bit, and you know, so it's great. I actually agree with Coach Fisher to bring Sean Hill back because he's as a starter until Sam Bradford's recovered hopefully next year, because he has been an effective game manager where Austin Davis was taking too many risks. Where there was probably a couple of those games we could have won with Sean Hill. Of course, Sean Hill was the main reason we lost against San Diego, but the Rams could be sitting at 7-5 right now instead of 5-7. So, and the main reason is that defense. You've got so many players on that line. You got Chris Long back. What's his name? The good one I forgot because of my brains. The good one Robert Quinn. So Robert Quinn was probably the best draft pick we've had in years, and the linebackers are finally starting to come together. Alec Ogletree's playing a lot better than he played at the beginning of the year, and E.J. Gaines, one of our sixth-round cornerback, a sixth-round draft pick, he is doing an amazing job, and there are already comparisons to Roger Worley, who was a former University of Missouri alum too, so cornerback, and is now in the Hall of Fame. The Rams up there. So, they're definitely coming together, but it's been an interesting year. You know, you got the Rams doing all these different things. You got Michael Sam coming, on the team at the beginning of the year. So they've been making headlines. And you got the hands up after the end of the game, or at the beginning of the game with the 5 wide receivers and tight ends. So, they're making headlines, and but they're also they're going to be a pretty darn good football team. And I've stuck with them. I really became a fan when they won the Super Bowl, and I've stuck with them through all the bad years. And it's nice to see them picking up.
You know, you were talking about San Diego. They're definitely putting themselves out there because I forget what the score was, but it's
like 27-24.
It was within a good point range. You know, and San Diego's a good team. Phillip Rivers is the quarterback. The wide receivers, tight ends, they can play football, and so can the Rams. They got with 3 points of winning that game.
Part of it, we did get a pick 6 on there. So again, our defense scoring those points, which actually made it pretty close. And we would have, had Sean Hill not thrown that awful interception, we probably would have, either scored a touchdown there or at least tied and went to OT. So.
Let's talk about the best teams in the NFL, AFC, and the NFC, and the worst teams in the NFC and AFC. What are your
Are you talking the
options?
physical or the
physically, mentally?
Well, the question I had that I was sent was the most physical, so that's where I got information.
All right.
I got Super Bowl predictions too.
Yeah,
so.
I have those too.
Okay.
All right.
So, do you want to do Super Bowl predictions? What do you want to do?
Let's do Super Bowl predictions
My
first.
prediction is Green Bay versus New England. We just saw that matchup, and I think they are both going to do it. Seattle's got some issues. You know, my Rams beat them, and they are a physical team, but the quarterback's not playing nearly as well as he did last year. You know, the thing I looked at some stats on Green Bay and New England, and they're both in the top 3 for regular season December and January games. So that is, you know, an amazing stat. That's since 2006, since Mike McCarthy took over as their coach. You know, I was really kind of rooting for the Cardinals, even though they left St. Louis, but they are not going to be in the Super Bowl. And they'll probably lose in the first round of the playoffs if they even make it that far because of Drew Stanton. You know, losing Carson Palmer was a huge hit for them. So I'm saying at this point, Green Bay, New England.
You know what? Great minds think alike, because that was my exact pick. You know, the 26-21 victory over New England really showed the quote-unquote doubters of what Green Bay can actually do, because defensively, Green Bay took over that game. You know, Aaron Rodgers is an outstanding quarterback, but so is Tom Brady. You know, you look at the wide receivers on Packers, look at the wide receivers on New England. Best team in the AFC, best team in the NFC. Super Bowl right there.
Well, the nice thing, they've both been able to plug in different players for years now and still be consistently on top. So, you know, and I think that's the type of team you want to have. They've got an excellent history in the draft. They've signed some good free agents, both teams, and they've just got phenomenal coaching both sides. So, you know, when you have that type of consistency, they're going to stay on top for a long time.
Well, we'll just have to see.
And those 2 quarterbacks, I mean,
yeah, exactly. All right, best teams physically, NFC and AFC.
The most physical teams for I just picked the ones that I thought I didn't really divide by category or by conference. I think the most physical was probably still Seattle. It's got the #1 defense. But as of lately, St. Louis has really picked up. The defense, like I said, has come together, and I really don't think any team wants to see St. Louis right now, because they are just flying all over the ball on that defensive side of the thing. The worst physical teams, the Raiders. After that spanking last week, you can't get much worse than that. That was just a complete spanking. The most surprising least physical team, though, would be the Broncos, because the teams that they have lost to this year, you know, they lost to Seattle this year, New England, and then St. Louis. They can't hold up to those physical teams. So, you know, I don't see them making it too far in the playoffs again this year, because they can't play physical teams.
I mean, you know, last year's Seattle versus the Broncos unfortunately lost the Super Bowl, but you know, this year Peyton Manning, he's getting old.
Yeah,
you gotta have that backup spot, because you know, he's one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history. You know, with Brett Favre and all those
and he is
vets.
You know, he's becoming more fragile with that age too.
Yeah, but you know, the Broncos, I can definitely see that in Oakland Raiders at 1-11.
Yeah, they're lucky they won that game.
Yeah, it was against the Kansas City Chiefs too.
Yeah, who we got spanked by.
But, well, Mr. Vandy, appreciate you guys you coming out.
Sure.
So
thanks for having me.
Yeah, we'll have to air this out in your company or something like that. But all right, that's it for this episode of The Rush. The boys swim team starts their season at Eisenhower Pool today at 4 o'clock against SHD and O'Fallon, and they also swim tomorrow at the Macomb Invitational starting at 11 a.m. The Wrestlers host the Glenwood Invite at 9:30 tomorrow morning. The girls basketball team plays against SHG at 6:30 tomorrow night, and the boys basketball team is a shootout against Springfield tomorrow at 3 at the Prairie Capital Convention Center. And their first home game at Tuesday against we also like to congratulate Rochester football team and SHG for their state conference champ. They won state. So we'll see you guys next time, and happy holidays from The Rush. We'll see you. Oh boy. Yeah, Tristan's getting mad.
All right, good job on the debate. That was good.